I'm Daniel Obodovski and wrote a book, The Silent Intelligence, together with Daniel of Datacon USA. And also I manage a company called Diosis Technologies. So the reason we called our book The Silent Intelligence is we believe that's actually the quintessence of the Internet of Things. So things are happening on the background, happening quietly, and yet they're providing a lot of intelligence. So it's not kind of a type of technology that jumps into you and overloads you and you need to figure out how to work with it. I think the ultimate idea of the Internet of Things, that technology will become a lot more intuitive. It will go into the background and provide us the intelligence we need at the right time and the right place. I think they're all doing a very important task, trying to bring companies together and trying to foster interoperability among companies. But I think, especially in the standard bodies, I don't think they're fast enough because technology is developing a lot faster. So essentially what we often seeing successful players who solve their customer problems and who manage to be extremely easy to use basically become dominating players. They capture a lot of installed base, and as a result they become a de facto standard. Most definitely. I think mesh networking is especially applicable in like a home setting and a home automation and the factories and industrial automation. Mesh networks have both pros and cons. Mesh networks are great when you need to extend the range of short-range networks. But they also have some shortcomings, like such as security, such as network management. So for other opportunities like star-based configurations like cellular or low-power wide area networks would be a lot more applicable. Well, I think next year, hopefully, we're going to stop saying, is this the year of the IoT, for one thing. I think a lot of things happened this year, right? A lot of acquisitions, a lot of big deals, and a lot of development. I think we're finally going to focus on delivering better products for customers. And another thing I'd like to say, I think we need to go beyond dashboards of the data and focus on services, which is we don't want to overload ourselves with data. We want to help ourselves and everybody else to live lives. So I think with that regard, I hope there's going to be more innovation with regards of how do you make everybody's life easier without overloading them with data. So go from dashboards to services. Very possibly. Very possibly. I think the companies that are trying to utilize this data to build new processes, whether it's in a healthcare environment, whether it's in fitness area, there are already some companies, some startup companies are doing that. There's just one that I saw yesterday at the Samsung Developer Conference. Their name is Uptech. So they're doing some interesting things, combining those data with personal trainers. So I think there's a lot of opportunities for companies to grow in the services space. Yeah, with the verticals, so right now we've obviously seen a lot happening in the telematics space and the smart energy space. Right now we're seeing a lot happening in connected home this year especially. Healthcare seems like it's getting a lot of momentum. We don't see a lot of specific things happen, but it feels like it's about to pop, something big's going to happen. And wearables, it kind of relates to healthcare on one side and relates to productivity on the other side. So I hope with wearables, they're going to combine a lot of utility. But also on the wearable side of things, there are a lot of interesting new devices that go beyond like watches and fitness trackers, like devices that help personal productivity by helping people concentrate, giving them direct neurofeedback. There's a company in Canada called Interaxon. They make this headband that uses the EEG signal and gives you direct feedback in a kind of a game fashion, that it's fun and interesting to monitor your performance and learn how to better concentrate and better relax. I think that's actually the future of consumerization of healthcare. People will be able to heal themselves using those kind of devices.